Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel Smarter Everyday Over Learning. Dear students, in our topics in the playlist, what I have given the name that is especially for chemistry, Ocean of Chemistry. Right, I have been teaching the classes for you from the chapter Organic Chemistry, some basic principles and techniques. In that, nomenclature of different classes of organic compounds. This topic I have been explaining to you in this concept already in our previous classes. The first topic is completed and the second also about unsaturated hydrocarbons completed, and the third one in our last class it is finished already, haloalkanes. And students, now we have to study about the fourth one, alcohols or alkanols. Okay, and here itself, now itself only I'll tell you the details of ethers, nothing but alkoxyalkanes. Right, about these two in this session we are going to learn. Let's get into the class. Alcohols or alkanols. Alcohols, these are classified into monohydric, dihydric and trihydric. Monohydric, dihydric and trihydric, and students polyhydric. According to, as their molecules contain 1, 2, 3 and many hydroxyl groups. Hydroxyl groups, nothing but OH. Hydroxyl groups. Okay students, mono, di, tri and poly. Since presence of two or more hydroxyl groups on the same carbon atom makes the molecule unstable. You have to remember this. When the molecule is unstable, the presence of two or more groups of hydroxyl on the same carbon atom. Okay students, and therefore in di, tri and polyhydric alcohols, each hydroxyl group is present on a different carbon atom. Okay, then same carbon atom means that is unstable. If the different carbon atoms means that is stable. The general formula for this, the mono, let's see one by one about monohydric and dihydric and trihydric and polyhydric. Okay, the first one is monohydric alcohols. Now let's see the general formula for these monohydric alcohols. CN H2N plus 1 OH. OH is common for this. This is alcoholic group, right? That means the hydroxyl group must be presented here, and this is the general formula. And here N, where N is 1, 2, 3, you can take it like that, and ROH, and or you can use this general formula or you can use ROH also. Dear students, here ROH means, R means just R is any alkyl group you can take, any alkyl group. And the functional group, here what is the functional group? You have to say OH. This OH is functional group, hydroxyl group. And here students, secondary suffix, what is the secondary suffix you have to use for this? Secondary suffix is OL. Okay, this is alcohol, right? Then the secondary suffix you have to use OL. Then the common names, let's see the common names for this. Add the word alcohol. Add the word alcohol to the name of the alkyl group. Then what you have to get here, that is alkyl. For this alkyl group you have to add alcohol. Then students, same alkyl alcohol. You should get like this, alkyl alcohol. Then IUPAC names, just let's see. Replace the terminal E from the name of the corresponding alkane by the suffix of -ol. Okay, as I told you previously, from this alkane in the place of E, you can replace. finally what we have got here? Alkanol. Here this OL is the secondary suffix, as I told you previously, just like this, secondary suffix, right? And some important examples, let's see. CH3OH. Already you know that CH4 means that is methane. Okay, one carbon is present, so that's the word root is meth, and these are all a single bond, so you can add the suffix here ane, that is methane. You know very well, from this methane if you remove one hydrogen, that will be methyl group. So students, here one methyl group you have and one hydroxyl group you have here, then the common name should be methyl alcohol, right? And here, basing upon this, if you give the IUPAC name for this, it is an alcoholic group, you know very well, and for this alcoholic group you should add the suffix of this OL. Then students, the name should be methanol. Okay, basing upon this, you can give the name for this like that, methanol. Then we have the next example here, CH3CH2OH. Here nothing but C2H5. Okay students, C2H6 means that you know that C2H6 means ethane, that you know very well, and from this ethane if you remove one hydrogen, then you should get ethyl. So like that only, C2H5 here, that is ethyl. Then obviously OH is present, one hydroxyl group, so that you can give the name for this ethyl alcohol. Then students, if you remove this E from that name, you can give the IUPAC name for this compound is ethanol. Here OL is the secondary suffix, ethanol. Okay, let's see for the next one. I'll tell you here one important point for you. If any compound, any molecular formula, if you see one functional group is located, if you give the numbering to these carbon atoms, and you should give first priority to the functional group. To which carbon atom the functional group is located, to that you should give the least number. Then students, you can give the numbering to this carbon chain. Here CH2 is the one, and this is second and third, 3 carbons. If there are 3 carbons are present, the root word should be prop, P-R-O-P, prop. Okay, and here all the single bonds, so this is called as propane, you know very well. And students, propane, and if you remove one hydrogen from propane, you should get propyl. Okay, then in the presence of OH means, then you can say very clearly that is about alcohol, propyl alcohol. Okay, and IUPAC name, if you give to this compound propane, and you should remove that E, and here at first carbon only there is a presence of OH group, so propane 1-ol, that is the IUPAC name of this compound. Let's go for the next one, next example. CH3, CHOH, CH3, like this. If you give the numbering to this 1, 2, 3, at the second carbon alcoholic group, hydroxyl group is located. Then students, for this common name is isopropyl alcohol. And IUPAC name for these students, at the second carbon hydroxyl group is located, right? And for this propane 2-ol. Okay, right. This is about completely monohydric alcohols. The complete information of these monohydric alcohols in alcohols or alkanols. Let's go for the second one, dihydric alcohols. The general formula for dihydric alcohols is CnH2n OH twice. Then by seeing this general formula, you came to know about this 2 hydroxyl groups must be presented here, then where N is 2, 3, 4, etc. You should ignore 1 here. And students, now let's see about the classification of dihydric alcohols here. The classification, because of their In this classification, basing upon the sweet taste of these dihydric alcohols, these are known as glycols. It's very important word here, students. What you're having, dihydric alcohol or having the sweet taste, due to that taste, these are called as glycols. And depending upon the relative position of the two hydroxyl groups, these are further classified into alpha and beta gamma glycols. This gamma glycol is 1,2 glycol. These are the positions of the hydroxyl groups. Okay, beta glycol is known as 1,3 glycol. And students, here are the common names of these in the common system of alpha glycols. Alpha glycols, these are also called as Wick glycols, are named by the adding of glycol to the common name of this alkane, from which they have been prepared by direct hydroxylation. Now let's see the IUPAC names. You should add the suffix of diol, D-I-O-L, diol, to the name of the alkane containing the same number of carbon atoms as diol. Okay, and students, I'm going to give you the example here. For this alkane, if you add diol, then what we have to get here? Alkane diol. The position of the two hydroxyl groups is indicated by the Arabic numerals here. Then the common names and IUPAC names of some glycols. I'm going to give you the examples for you. Some glycols examples. OH, CH2, CH2, OH. Here this is the first carbon and second carbon. Two carbons are present, then the root word should be eth here. Then students, the common name of this, ethylene glycol. These are all the examples of glycols. Okay, and the IUPAC name is, this belongs to ethane, right? One alkane group. Then at first carbon and the second carbon only OH groups are attached here. Then ethane 1,2 diol. Okay, right, this is the name. In the next example, if you see, there are 3 carbon atoms are presented here. Then the root word should be prop, and hydroxyl groups only 2, so the common name is propylene glycol. And the IUPAC name of this, propane, obviously all the single bonds only, then it is a alkane group, propane. At the first carbon and the second carbon, hydroxyl groups are located here. Then 1,2 diol. Right. This information completely about monohydric alcohols and dihydric alcohols along with their examples and IUPAC names. Now let's see about the trihydric alcohols. What we have, the third type is trihydric alcohols. The general formula of these trihydric alcohols is CnH2n minus 1 OH 3. Just you can guess how many hydroxyl groups can be attached here. 3 hydroxyl groups. And for this there is no general rule of this naming of these alcohols. Okay, and let's go for IUPAC names of these. IUPAC names, you can add suffix triol, T-R-I-O-L. You should remember this, triol, to the name of the alkane group containing the same number of carbon atoms as triol. Okay students, and I'll give you the example here. For this alkane, if you add, already I'm adding here, yeah, what you should get finally, alkane triol. Okay, and the position of the hydroxyl groups is indicated by same Arabic numerals here. Let's see the formula. What is the common name of this and what is the IUPAC name? The formula CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH. Okay, and the common here you can see 3 hydroxyl groups are attached to that carbon, and common name for these students, common name is glycerol. Glycerol or glycerin. And IUPAC name, we should give the numbering to this carbon before going to write the IUPAC name for this. And at first carbon, second carbon, third carbon also hydroxyl groups are located here. And if you count the number of carbons here, those are three carbons. Then students, 3 carbons are there means the word root, nothing but a root word should be prop. And all the single bonds only presented here, then suffix is ane. Propane, 1, 2, 3 triol. Triol. Okay students, and this is the name, IUPAC name of this trihydric alcohols. Okay, right, this is about complete information about the first type. Fourth one is alcohols or alkanols. Number of examples with their types, monohydric and dihydric and trihydric. Okay, and let's go for the next one, that is about ethers. Let's start about these ethers with their general formula ROR dash, where R and R dash are same or different alkyl groups. Same or different alkyl groups. If, for suppose, R is equal to R dash, these ethers are called as simple ethers. Okay, when these two are same, if you take in the place of R and R dash, if you take the same compound, that's known as simple ethers. And students, for suppose R is not equal to R dash, then those ethers are called as mixed ethers. Here mixed ethers. Okay, and here what is the functional group for this is only like this. This is the functional group for ethers. And secondary prefix, what you have to write here, alkoxy. Alkoxy is the secondary prefix here. And students, common names for these ethers, what are the common names in case of mixed ethers? As I told you, if R and R dash are different, if not equal, then if the mixed ethers, in case of that, the word root should be either. The word root is either here, and the word this either, the names to the names of alkyl groups arranged in alphabetical order. In case of simple ethers, this is about the mixed ethers, and the simple ethers, the numerical prefix di. This di is added to the name of that alkyl group. Okay, right. And let's see the IUPAC names. In IUPAC system, ethers are called, here one name, another name, alkoxy alkanes. In IUPAC systems, ethers are known as alkoxy alkanes. Right. The similar alkyl group forms a part of alkoxy group, while the bigger alkyl group forms a part of alkane. The names of ethers are then derived by adding the suffix of alkoxy to the name of alkane. You can add alkoxy to one alkane group. Then students, finally alkoxy alkane you should get. And let's see some examples. Here the functional group indication I told you, and basing upon that, here we have the example CH3OCH3. Okay, and here the common name is, see here students, 2 methyl groups are located, 2 methyl groups, then dimethyl, you should add like this, dimethyl, and this is completely the structure of ether. Then you should represent like this, simply dimethyl ether. And for this IUPAC name is, one oxygen group is there also. Then for this methoxy, Methane. Methoxymethane is the IUPAC name of this compound. Let's see the second example for the students. Here you can see methyl group is located here, and in the place of R dash there is a ethyl. There is an ethyl group also. Okay students, for this you can represent by seeing the alphabetical order. Then ethyl, methyl, both you should write. And first you should write ethyl only. Why? Because due to alphabetical order. Ether, ethyl methyl ether. And IUPAC name for this is completely ethane. You know very well, 1 2 3 carbon atoms, methoxyethane. Okay, let's go for the next example here. CH3 CH2O, again CH2 CH3. Okay students, here two ethyl groups are located. Here C2H5, here one C2H5, and diethyl ether. This is the common name for this compound. And students, for this, if you write the IUPAC name, ethoxy, again ethane, ethoxyethane. Right, this is about complete information about ethers. Okay students, and in our class today's session about alcohols and alkanols, or alcohols or alkanols completed. Ethers, nothing. Learning about sixth one and seventh one, monocarboxylic acids or alkanoic acids, and aldehydes or alkanals. Okay students, and what is your opinion about this class? Convey in the comment section. If you have any doubt also, convey in the comment section. Okay students, please subscribe to my channel for my further updates. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.